In this afternoon on a man accused of killing his wife the same day he was bonded out of jail by a controversial nonprofit. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire Kellett. News 4 investigative reporter Lauren Traeger picks up our coverage of this South City woman's tragic death.
Yeah, Claire, we're still seeking answers about whether or not there will be changes to how this national nonprofit operates in St. Louis and whether or not that killing could have been prevented.
This is a really sad situation.
Samuel Lee Scott is again sitting in jail being held on $1 million cash-only bond. But last week, the Bail Project paid his bond on a lesser charge of domestic violence. And that very day, prosecutors say, Scott went to his wife Marcia Johnson's home on Wisconsin near Chippewa in St. Louis and severely beat her. She later died from her injuries. The Bail Project is a not-for-profit which has claimed to pay the bail of around 1,300 St. Louis residents. They say the cash bail system poses tremendous risks to poor people and say if Scott had money, he would have just bailed himself out. Today, we asked Mayor Lyda Krewson about this case. She called it sad, but says the greater problem is complicated.
This criminal justice system that we have is complicated. It's hard to make the right decisions there. I don't blame the Bail Project or the judge. I think that individual takes that responsibility for his actions, but it is not one of those things where it's an easy decision.
Now, the St. Louis Circuit Attorney says she will be meeting with the Bail Project this week, but the office declined to tell us when. The Circuit Attorney points out that while domestic violence cases themselves are especially complicated, every case, she says, should be reviewed on its own. Certainly, we will keep asking more questions about this case and about the criminal justice system. Live in the control room, Lauren Traeger, News 4.